All right, this time we're thinking about finding this solid rotating the area enclosed by sine x, x-axis, from 0 to 2 pi around the x-axis. So I've gone and sketched this in GeoGebra again so that I can show you what happens when we make this solid. So I know that from 0 to pi, sine is positive. From pi to 2 pi, sine is negative. But that doesn't actually matter as I rotate it because I'm going all the way around the axis. The part that was on the negative side is going around the axis. So I end up rotating all the way around. Because I'm rotating all the way around, that part that was, if we just integrated, it would be negative. That doesn't matter with a volume. And if I think about my formula for volume, I know that I'm doing pi r squared. So squaring a negative makes it positive. So I don't have to worry about negatives here. So I'm going to find my volume by doing pi integral from 0 to 2 pi r squared times the height. Sine squared is going to be 0 to 2 pi. Sine squared is 1 minus cos squared. I do this so that I can use my double angle formula, 0 to 2 pi. Let's see here. So I know that cos 2x is 2 cos squared x minus 1. So cos squared x is cos 2x plus 1 divided by 2. Let's see here. So cos 2x plus 1 over 2 dx. And now this is something I can integrate. I'm going to take this half out. So I'll get pi over 2, 0 to 2 pi. Well, if I take out a half, this becomes 2. And then 2 minus 1 over there will become 1 minus cos 2x. And now I'll integrate pi over 2 from 0 to 2 pi. So I'm going to end up with x minus integral of cosine is sine. So I'll have sine 2x over 2. No more dx. Now I'm going to evaluate from 0 to 2 pi. And sine of 2 pi is 0. Sine of 0 is 0. So I'm just going to end up with pi over 2 times 2 pi. And I end up with a total volume of pi squared. So remember, if I wanted to check myself, I could come into my calculator. So let's go into my fn int. So I'll go from 0 to 2 pi of sine x. That whole quantity I am squaring. So I need an extra parenthesis on the left side here. So I'll insert one. And then dx. So I don't have my pi in front. So that tells me that I'm eliminating this pi in front. So hopefully my answer here is just pi. And sure enough, so my total volume of pi r squared is correct.